an individual. A physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activity of such individual. A record of such an impairment, or being regarded as having such an impairment, as described in paragraph 3. A major life activity is the following. In general, for purpose of paragraph 1, major life activities include, but not limited to, caring for oneself, performing moral tasks, seeing, hearing, eating, sleeping, walking, standing, lifting, bending, speaking, breathing, learning, reading, concentrating, thinking, communicating, and working. Major body functionings. For purpose of paragraph 1, a major life activity also includes the operations of major bodily functions, including but not limited to functions of the immune system, normal cell growth, digestive, bowel, bladder, neurological, brain, respiratory, circulatory, endocrine, I don't know what that means, and reproductive functionings. Regarded as having such an impairment. For purpose of paragraph 1C, an individual meets the requirement of being regarded as having such an impairment if the individual established that he or she has been subjected to an action prohibited under this chapter because of an actual or perceived physical or mental impairment, whether or not the impairment limits or is perceived to limit a major life activity. Paragraph 1C shall not apply to impairments that are transitory and minor. A transitory impairment is an impairment with a actual or expected duration of 6 months or less. Rules of Constitution regarding the definition of disabilities. The definition of disabilities in paragraph 1 shall be construed in accordance with the following. The definition of a disability in this chapter shall be construed in favor of broad coverage of individuals under this chapter to the maximum extent permitted by the terms of this chapter. The term substantial limits shall be interpreted consistently with the findings of purpose of the ADA Act of 2008. An impairment that substantially limits one major life activity need not limit other major life activities in order to be considered a disability. An impairment that is EPISODIC or in remissing is a disability if it would substantially limit a major life activity when active. The determination of whether an impairment substantially limits a major life activity shall be made without regard to the AMELIO or ATIVE. I don't know what that word is.
Anonymity.
Effects, normative, something like that. Effects of mitigating measures such as medications, medical supplies, equipment, or appliances, low vision devices, which do not include ordinary eyeglasses or contact lenses, prosthetics, including limbs and devices, hearing aids, and collared implants, or other implants, hearing devices, mobility device or oxygen therapy equipment and supplies, use of assistive technology, reasonable accommodations or exploratory aids or services, and learning behavior or adaptive neurological modifications. That word again, AMELIORATIVE. Effects of the mitigating measures of ordinary eyeglasses or contact lenses shall be considered in determining whether an impairment substantially limits a major life activity. As used in this chapter, the term ordinary eyeglasses or contact lenses means lenses that are intended or illuminated reflective errors, and the term low vision devices means devices that magnifies, enhance, or otherwise augment a vision image. Also, I just found out that they added, what is it, left hand? What's normal, left hand or right hand?
Right.
What hand do you write?
Left.
Right-handed people are now also, they passed the law that if you are right-handed, that is also a legal disability now also.
Right hand is normal.
Well, left-handed are now legally classified as a disability.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, like I have multiple forms of learning disabilities because I have neurological disability.
Right.
And I have a learning disability.
Correct.
Like those things are disabilities. And by me having those two together, that's why I was able to formulate this paperwork that you recorded for counsel. It is so specific. If you take that to an attorney and he filed that, it's a wrap. If you get a private investigator to investigate that, they're obligated to report it to the federal government from the information that I just read to you out of the federal ADA and the 504 section of the Rehabilitation Act.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, and Megan asked me a question. She was asking me, who did I send a mail to? I sent one to district court, and I also sent one to the institution's support services. I sent it to IA, and they didn't respond, so I sent it to support services. So you gotta let her know that she need to call up here and ask to speak to some administration or something and tell, you know what I mean, and let her know what's going on. And you need to call my attorneys and let them know. If they not going to willingly let me leave, we're going to force them to get me the fuck up out here. And if they don't, I'm going to make sure I prepare because I'm ready to go to work. And if something happens to me, I want to make sure everybody's taken care of and everybody know what the hell going on. But they ain't going to keep doing me like this.
Well, look, if you forcing them to remove you out of there, you know they can, because of your charges, they can put you somewhere else. Like they have the authority to put you in somewhere like Texas or Virginia. They can do that.
Yeah, and I'm cool with it. That's one thing that I know people wouldn't really understand. They say, man, it's more dangerous in other states. No, in other states, prisons are prison. They let you do jail. This prison is not. It's not like that. I'd rather be in an environment where everybody gets stabbed up and killed every day than live in an environment like this where I'm being mentally attacked and I can't even live a humane life day to day. Like they forcing homosexuality on people. They forcing you to become weak. Like that's not an environment for a man.
Oh, okay, I understand that.
Anywhere they send me, I get the access that I need to legal counsel. Like anywhere out of the state of Delaware, I'm gonna get what's lawfully entitled to me through the courts. Because if not, now you got too much going on. You can't violate my rights in another state that's already addressing me being violated in another state.
Right. I think that's why also that I think the attorneys that's fighting your civil case is taking their time because they told me it would only take them 1 day to copy the information that I gave them, and they done had it since last week. So
I'm telling you, what they doing is they basically trying to prolong as long as they can. They know that if you take my information, yo, and you read it, regardless how intelligent I sound now, the history and the facts will always remain. Don't nothing matter except for what type of time and where my mindset was at the time of the alleged act. That's it. And record shows that it is what it is. Once they do investigation and they pull up the information and the evidence, they're going to have to. You have to go by the law, not what you think or what you believe.
Right.
You have to go by the law. The law says that evidence supports the fact that you have to either reverse his case or you have to give him a new trial, regardless.
Right.
Yes, sir. So I just don't want to file it myself and give Delaware the opportunity to say we deny it and now you can't move forward with it.
Right.
If a lawyer do it, you can't tell a lawyer, oh, you did it wrong.
Right.
I do it, they can say you're incompetent and we don't understand what you're talking about. You can't tell a lawyer that.
Right. Right.
So that's the whole point. I'm just what y'all doing is perfectly. That's exactly what I need, man. I'm pretty sure. I'm positive. I can feel it in my spirit, man. I can feel it in my spirit. This is what it's gonna take. And it's not like I'm getting less information. It's more reassurance over and over, piling up on each other.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
I just want to make sure that I'm prepared, so I don't have to ever have to. I don't want to struggle when I come home. I don't want to be. I don't even want a possibility that I'm put in a situation where I got to go back to jail or worry about my kids. None of that shit, man. I want to be completely out of that all that together.
Yeah, you'll be out of there.
Hey, you gonna be home tomorrow morning?
I should be. I should be.
All right, I'm gonna try to call around like 9.
Okay.
I gotta hang up. They gotta let the other person out for rec.
All right.
All right, man. I love you, man.
I love you too.
Well, thank you for using GTL.
That's the end of another Bub B Tucky Tuck. And as you see, the struggle is day by day. It doesn't matter whether or not you hear, and what you hear, it sounds intelligent. The question is what you hear, does the individual that is disabled understand it and comprehend it? He can read something over and over again. A person can read something over and over again, and it can sound very intelligent. But deep down inside, does he comprehend it? Does he understand it? And can he maintain it? Is the three questions that cannot be answered by any professional, by any judge, by any judicial system. And these are the things that we need to bring forward. And even if you notice, even in I believe it's Great Britain or somewhere over there, they are now fighting for mentally ill people because of these differences that go unnoticed about mentally ill people. So I thank you for listening to another episode of In the First Degree by Bub B Tucky Tuck. Look forward to inviting you to listen to others, interviews that are being done, pre-recorded, but coming straight to you from out of the institution in Delaware's correctional facility. Thank you once again. God bless.